welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. Today we're here for another CGC unboxing. That's right, I have 3 books that came back from CGC off that big invoice that I sent them. I had one walkthrough. We already know that the Dr. Doom came back at a 3.0. I have 3 books that were sent express tier, and I have I think 4 books still there yet to be graded. They're under standard tier. But before we get started into this video, like always, guys, I'm going to ask you, if you are not a current subscriber of the channel and have been enjoying some of my content, do me a favor and click that subscribe button for me. You will not regret it. I want you to smash that like button too, because it helps the algorithm out. And of course, turn on notifications, because it lets you guys know when I post new videos. So with that said, guys, CGC unboxing. I am super stoked to see what the grades are on these things. From anybody who doesn't remember, I have Fantastic Four number 48, a Marvel Spotlight 5, and a Daredevil number 1. So we're going to jump right into this thing. Before I get to one other announcement, if you guys haven't watched my Dark Phoenix Diamond Select Toys gallery review, do me a favor, go ahead and watch that video. I'm giving that statue away at the end of the month to one lucky channel member. Let's get into the unboxing. So again, they sent this 3 books in a one little box, which I was shocked. I was expecting something a little bigger. They sent 1 book in the same size box. So let's keep that in mind. I'm excited, man. I don't send books in that often anymore. So when I do send them in, I'm always look forward to seeing what the grades are. Some of these books that come back from CGC are going to be for sale at some point. So if you're interested in something, do me a favor, contact me on Instagram, Lawrence_the_MCG, or reach out to me via my website, mightycollects.com. With that said, let's check these bad boys out. Hopefully, we got the grades we wanted, and there's no damage here, hopefully. All right. Everything looks to be wrapped pretty well. So I've been lucky with CGC lately. Everything's been, you know, pretty much spot on. Really no issues. The grades have been pretty good. I will go over one other thing that my Fantastic Four 48 I sent the last time I think was severely undergraded, but outside of that, they've been pretty good. So we're going to start with the Marvel Spotlight number 5 because I see it here on top. Remember, I got a Marvel, special Marvel label, the new Ghost Rider label, so I'm going to show you guys that as well. So I predicted this book was going to come back a 3.5, and this book came back a 4.0 off-white pages. So this was a nice little score. Beautiful Ghost Rider label. Look at that, guys. That thing is super, super nice. This is my only concern. Right here, see this little piece here that I was afraid that maybe they might rip this off, taking it out of the Mylar, but either way, it's still attached, still good, and this book came back a 4.0, about a half a point higher than I thought. Looks really, really nice, and I think with that Ghost Rider label, man, this thing really pops. The only reason I sent this book in, you guys know I'm collecting a lot of raw stuff, is because I really love this label. It really does do this book justice to have this graded. And of course, with that label, again, you could see on this thing isn't quite centered. Drives me nuts. The same thing happened to my FF number 5. But either way, we're 1 for 1 on that one. The next one after that is the Fantastic Four 48. So if you guys remember, like I said, I had sent in one maybe about 3 months ago that I thought was a 3035. And it came back a 2.5, and that book looks absolutely beautiful. I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it came back a 2.5, but this one I thought was going to come back a 2.5 as well, just because of how harsh they graded that one. You're not going to believe this, guys. You ready? This book just came back a 4.0, okay? This book still looks nice, but it does have a little bit of spine roar, more than the other book, a lot more than the other book. The back is actually pretty nice as well. Maybe that helped it out. But off-white to white pages, I got the Silver Surfer label on there. I wasn't going to get the Fantastic Four label, but opted for the Silver Surfer label 1 because it is his first appearance. But either way, I was happy that that this came back at a higher grade, 1.5 higher. Like I said, I hit this book a little harsher because they were really harsh on my other copy. You can see there's still a little bit of a crease here on the front cover that I could not get out with a press. But either way, I don't think it affected the grade of the book. There, of course, is a nice color breaking one dog ear, large dog ear here, right here. But other way, a 4.0. Super happy about that one. Again, a nice huge bump where I thought the book was going to be. So you guys let me know. Should I crack the other one out and send it back in? The other one looks 10 times better than this one. So I couldn't figure out why all of a sudden that one came back at a 2.5. But either way, we're 2 for 2 on this one. And lastly, the Daredevil one. All right, the Daredevil one I purchased raw from Rob at Red Hood Comics. He's usually spot on with his grades. He said this book was a 2.0. I agreed with him. I thought it had a chance to come back at a 2.5. Didn't think it was a 1.5, but you never know. Either way, this book came back at a 2.0, so right on the money. You could see there was a bit of water damage on this book. I got a lot of it out, but there's still a little bit of waviness at the bottom here, but there's also some color loss at the bottom, which prevents it from going higher as well. But you can see that the colors of this book are absolutely phenomenal. And that's one of the things I look for when I'm buying Silver Age books are the colors. I tend to stay away from books that are faded or the colors that aren't really, really pop. I don't mind a little bit of breakage. I don't mind a little bit of, there's another date stamp here in the top, which I love. There's some water damage, which doesn't bother me too much because usually the time when there's water damage to a book, I can press that out for the most part. Now, when there's staining like there is on this one, you're going to have to live with that. But again, it's very, very minor. You can see on the back right here as well. You can see a little bit of the stain. But again, minor staining. Book looks great. 2.0 off-white to white. And of course, the beautiful new Daredevil label. This thing is freaking awesome. This is my third copy of this book. I have 3 graded copies now. A 2.0, a 3.5, and a 4.0, which I have for sale on my site. Again, I don't need to sell that book, but I think it's prudent because I bought that book like 5 years ago, and I paid, I think, $1,400 for it, and I'm asking $5K for it now. It's a good time to sell some books if you have multiple copies, or else I will be holding on to the books for the next 20 years. I do not mind. So somebody's gonna get a deal if they purchase that book. If not, I will pull it off and keep it for the future. With that said, I am super stoked for all of these books so far. We're 4 for 4 submitting these books. As long as I'm, the grades are really where I think there should be at, and there's no like major surprises, I am happy. So out of the 4 books so far, 3 of them are higher, and 1 is the same as what I predicted. So we still have 2 copies of Secret Wars number 8, a copy of X-Men 12, and a copy of X-Men number 4. Still haven't been graded. They're at CGC, but whenever they come back, we're going to jump on here and we're going to do another video. With that said, guys, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.